I was managing a sober living. Danny showed up.
And we just hit it off, just small talk, kind of what we were there for. I was just wanting to be done and get out of there.
He was just another dude coming from treatment, coming to sober living, and kind of came in with that like attitude. I didn't want anything. I didn't want to be here.
He was somebody who I looked up to because he had serious sobriety time, which was something that I wanted. Basically, whatever he was doing, I wanted to do too. He would give me fair advice, like, it's like, dude, I got to get up and go do this today. And he's like, no, you get to go do this today.
It goes both ways, though. When I eventually left the sober living house, I had no one to talk to, so I'd be on the phone with him till sometimes he'd fall asleep on the phone because we'd just be there talking, trying to keep that same connection that was built in the sober living. Recovery builds lifetime connections. Yeah. Absolutely. We were in a meeting. We would get home and call each other and be like, why is there nothing that addresses not just fentanyl, but just the dangers of it being in everything? Why is there a lot of pushback when it's spoken about in the other rooms? I've been in many meetings before where a subject would come up and I would get called on to share on something, and I would want to share what's inside, but there's been many times where they'd stop you from sharing, and they say, well, you can't speak about that here, And at first it's like, okay, well, where am I supposed to speak about it, right? Oh, they're cool with my story 90% of the time, but once the deep, dark, gritty stuff comes in, can't say that, and that's where all the bad stuff happens. That's where the worst of the worst is,
I think a lot of people today are also polysubstance users. Yeah. They use multiple substances, including alcohol.
Yeah.
You try to relate these things into your story, and there's no one group that encompasses everything. We created Fentanyl Anonymous as a judgment-free zone. Any and all substances, any addiction, it doesn't matter what it is. All we do is promote recovery in these rooms. After we started FA, somebody I knew was in a room and they were talking about Fentanyl Anonymous starting. And somebody else like, fentanyl? I thought everybody that did fentanyl is dead, dies. So it's just complete...
Just lack of education.
Exactly.
Yeah. So something had to be done. After the first meeting, when we had the first meeting, we had it was full. It was over 200 people here. And after that, I think we kind of looked at each other and we were like, all right, this is going to be a thing, It's just another thing that makes it seem worth it,
I didn't know there was anybody getting sober when I was using. I didn't know these places existed specifically dealing with stuff that I was dealing with. So the fact that I'm seeing people able to get it like I got it makes me, just makes me happy.
Honestly, it's the mindset. Once we learn that there is another way, we practice it and then we see proof of it in our lives, and then we start to believe that there is another way. You can come here, speak, share freely what's on your mind, what's in your heart, and to us, you're a face, you're a name, but when you leave here, what happened here stayed here.
That's also why we break our anonymity sometimes, because how is anybody going to know that this is even possible if we're doing it anonymously?
Thanks for coming to a meeting of Fentanyl Anonymous. So, I'm Howie. I'm an addict.
Hi, Howie.
Hi. It's almost going to be like a check-in, I would say. You know what I mean? Kind of like a check-in like we used to do back in the day.
Hi, I'm Cassie. I'm an alcoholic addict.
Hi, Cassie.
Well, my addiction led me to a really dark place. I ended up in the hospital with psychosis, and life became unmanageable, and I ended up going and seeking treatment. When I got into treatment, they actually brought us to this meeting. This meeting was the meeting that I felt like I belonged. It's actually changed my life. I don't think you guys know how important this meeting is to me. I made more friends in here than I ever did in my addiction that I know I could lean on and that would support me. So I'm forever grateful for this room. That's why I keep coming back, and I won't stop coming back.
Thanks, Cass.
Thanks, Cass. Hi, I'm James. I'm an addict.
Hi, James.
I've been suffering with this disease most of my life. I didn't think I'd ever get away or it would never end. Fentanyl Anonymous has saved my life because it showed me people that can quit, that people that want to quit, and that, you know, fentanyl, it could have killed me. Coming and feel the love from Howie and Danny and the group and everybody else involved gave me strength to come back here every Monday, you know, to be loved on and not judged.
Thanks, James. The newcomer is the most important because they're so new. They don't think there's another way out, right? They don't, you know, they need to be felt love, support, compassion, understanding. All the cheers and the claps just let them know that you are supported. Like every single person in this room has gotten one of those.
Some people call them chips, some people call them key tags. The most important thing is it's like a reward. It's like an internal reward, you know what I mean? I've asked Danny to hand out key tags, which symbolize different increments of sobriety here at Fentanyl Anonymous.
About 9 months. Hey. There you go.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
How'd you do it?
It's a struggle. If I didn't have a support network, I don't know where I would be. But I'm very thankful that I have people that keep me accountable and I can help them be accountable. I couldn't have done that without having a meeting of people where I get to meet people. And now we're like a family. It's very special. Yeah.
I knew.
All right, thank you. It means so much to me just to be able to like know that I have gone 9 months or more than 9 months, you know, being sober. Like there was a time in my life where I didn't even think that I could get 30 days. It's like we say, celebrate increments of sobriety. And, you know, it's very special.
Thanks, Anu.
What about 1 year?
I got 1 year.
There you go, brother.
All right, thank you.
Absolutely. What about 18 months?
Right here.
I knew you were in between.
I think this must feel really good to have started this and to affect so many people.
I still feel like I don't deserve it. I don't think I ever will. Because it's not like me that like deserves the praise, you know what I mean? It's everybody else before me that's taught me everything that I know, that's allowed me to do this with Danny, to then spread it to everybody else so then they can go and do their own thing and spread it to other people. You know, like I feel like if I was to accept all the praise for it, or Danny and I were supposed to, you know, take all the praise for it, then it kind of stops with us. We have asked Anu to read Finding Freedom.
Some of us used to struggle with addiction, but we found a way out, and we want to share it with others. Following this 12 steps have given us a whole new sense of freedom. Our own experiences make us uniquely able to help those still fighting addiction. We've been given the strength to share our message with anyone who wants a fresh start. We hope anyone looking for help will find it with us in Fentanyl Anonymous.
Any border state has a huge fentanyl problem, huge fentanyl problem, and the whole country does. So is it cool that it was started here? Absolutely.
But as far as getting help out here, Fresno is probably one of the strongest recovery communities I've ever seen in the country.
Absolutely.
100%. There's a lot of people willing to help in the Central Valley.
It is one of the strongest, most diverse recovery community there is.
A lot of people will leave and then slip, relapse, and then come back and then stay.
Yeah. We don't know what it is, but there's something in Fresno that is different than anywhere else.